I took a thumbnail with these on. Don't ask me why. Because I didn't put them away. Because the sun has got his hat on today. The sun has got his hat on. Hip, 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 hooray. The sun has got his hat on and he's coming out to play. I don't like the sun. Well, I do, but only if... What's that? Oh, they look rank. That's all that hand cream. I've got to stop putting hand cream on. I tell you that for nothing. But the reason I do is because I want to keep my hands looking young. Do you know what I mean? Well, I had to go and pick up my scripts today. And I've had these on, but I do wear a lot of hand cream. I've got all sorts of hand cream. But yeah, I thought I looked cool. Do you know what I mean? In my fake glueies. My fake glueies, yeah. Louis. Glueies, because I've stuck these on with glue. One of them's come out. Look at the state of them. Look at the state. Anyway, listen, we won't get into that today, alright? I'm here today to tell you that I've smudged my makeup again. Do you know what? I just washed my hands. Nails come off. Do you know I did that? Picking my batty, but not the batty up the batty, just the cheek. Yeah, but I was rooting really hard. I was like that, and it just pinged off. I'm very heavy-handed. Very heavy-handed. Indeed. But yeah, so I had to get my scripts. Do you know when you look at your, do you ever look at your prescriptions and you're like, really? Am I really on all them pills? I don't think so, I think. And then I think, but you are, love. That's the probs. This is the prob. Look, I can frown. I don't like it. I need Botox. Anyway, so where my pharmacy is, there's some charity shops, yeah? And I thought I'd have a little look in them. So I did. Do you know what? So I looked in a couple of the charity shops, right? And then everyone was like, oh, should we go KFC? I don't like KFC. That's my preference, you know. Everyone to their own. I don't like KFC. I did like the KFC in the US of A, and even that, the last time I tasted it, I didn't like that one either. The chicken was rank, right? Well, I don't like KFC. KFC is not a bit of me, right? Anyway, but everyone's like, oh, we don't go KFC. So obviously, I had to go bleeding KFC. And you know what I got? I got a rice bowl, yeah? And I said, oh, I'll have some extra chicken on top. And he went, no, I have to charge you for that. I said, yeah, whatever. Anyway, so I started eating it. I thought I was going to puke. The chicken was stringy, like really stringy. So anyway, the guy had bought something else over. I said, excuse me. I said, I can't eat this. He said, what's wrong? I said, I'll tell you what's wrong. It's stringy. I said, I don't like it. I said, I ain't eating it. He said, let me get the manager. The manager come over. He pinged my heart. He didn't have any teeth. And I think he was finding it on to talk. Well, a little bit anyway. Well, it does say he didn't have any teeth. He had about 3. And he basically said, what's wrong? So I asked, and he said, yeah, well, that'd be because they're the chicken strips. I thought, I don't want chicken strips. Why? Anyway, what's that got to do with it being stringy? Do you know what I mean? What's that got to do with it being stringy? It was like it had been, know where they overfeed them, put all these antibiotics in them and all that to these poor chickens. I know you could say, well, you was going to eat it, Leash. Yeah, I were. But you know what I mean? At least treat them ethically. Is that the word? Do you know what I mean? But anyway, right? And I said to him, I'll tell you what to do. I said, give me another rice bowl. I said, but just give me 2 breasts of chicken and I'll pull it off and put it in myself. Which I did. I still couldn't eat it vile. The salad weren't nice. The rice was poo. The chicken, I was just gagging. I was like, no. So essentially, I've had no dinner. But I have got fake Lucky Charms out there. So if I'm peckish, I have all the good things, I tell you, all the things that are good for me. I'll have some of them. Callie's got to change a couple of my piercings. I don't know why, because I do get allergic. I can only really wear real silver, but one of these, or if it's titanium or steel, I'm all right. But one of these must have a bit of nickel in it, this one here, because it's been ages, but it started hurting me. So that's got to come out after the stud put in. Tell me about it. Stud, dun, 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 dun. Dun, dun. I got chills, they're multiplying. Right, where's my glasses? And I'm losing control, cause of power you're supplying. If they ever do another Grease, alright, eat your girl out, I'll be on stage. It's electric at my, I'll be a bit of a fat Sandy though, wouldn't I? Could you imagine? Talking to Sandy, did I ever tell you the story about my sister? Oh, how could she do what she did? We had 2 guinea pigs, right? Mine was Rupert and my sister's was Sandy, yeah? Well, one time, I don't know if she had a little party or something. I mean, my Rupert's been dead for years now. I think Callie was only about 12, maybe 13 when he died, and he lived for 8 years. So, but anyway, right, so I think my sister had a little party, something around her ass, right, and there was a few people there. Anyway, she accidentally farted, right, she farted, and someone said, did you fart? And she blamed it on the guinea pig. She went, no, it was Sandy. Blamed poor little old Sandy. I mean, do guinea pigs even fart? I don't know. My Rupert used to go, wheek, 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 every time I opened the fridge because he associated it with cos lettuce. All right? And he'd have a cos lettuce a day. Greasy little twerp he was, I tell you. £1 a day on the cos lettuce. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, she blamed her fart. Yeah? Blamed her fart on Sandy. Tammy, how could you? How could you? And if I say it to her, she laughs, yeah. She says, well, I'm not going to admit it was me. Have you ever been in the loo? Oh, it's so embarrassing, especially me, because when I go to the toilet with my IBS, I explode, all right? I ain't going to lie, all friends here. I know it's disgusting, but I do, I explode. It goes patooth. I mean, it's like a bomb has gone off down there, do you know what I mean? But you know when you're in a toilet and it's got the little bit... The worst toilets are you lot have got who live in the USA. Their toilets, no privacy whatsoever. Not like ours over here. At least you've got the door to door, you know, floor to top, floor to ceiling. Albeit that sometimes they're a little bit, you know, you can still hear. But in America, you can see what shoes they're wearing. You can see if they've got knobbly see that all? You can see if they've got knobbly knees. Because it's like halfway up. I mean, what's all that about? USA, you need to make the doors longer, so we don't need to see everyone's feet and how they're sitting with their drawers around their bleeding ankles. Don't need to see it, all right? But anyway, even over here, some of the doors you might have about that much gap at the bottom, but you're sitting there and oh no, when I sit down, yeah, when I sit down on that toilet, I know what's going to happen. I am going to be doing my own fart orchestra, yeah, and you know you sit there, I cringe, I do, I'm like, bloody hell, shut up. And then all I can do is think, someone come out, quickly dry your hands. Because once the dryer's on, I can fart till my heart's content. And I ain't going to hear. Because all they can hear is the dryer. So I have to sit there like, oh, and you know, when the IBS is so bad, I'm trying to hold it like, just please, somebody, please, just dry your hands. As soon as I hear that dryer, I go, oh, but they don't know. Only I know. Well, they don't until the smell hits their nose, and then they know. Oh, yeah. Anyway, 1 minute, I need something. 1 minute. Yeah. And then I'll oh, it was her. It was Mary in cubicle number 1, weren't me. Not me. I got clean Batty. Anyway, before I get on with this charity shop haul, which I think I've got some good bits, all right? Some good bits. I need to find my glasses. I had them. Where are they gone? Oh, there they are. Need to put them on. Because you know what I've got here? Every pair. I'll tell you, every pair. Every single pair. They're playing music next door. So do you know what I wanted to say? Hello to my girls. But my Sarah was telling me the other day, because she's had her gallbladder out, and I'd said to her that I've now started to feeling really sick. It's not all day, but throughout the day at some point I'll feel really sick. And she said with her gallbladder she was actually being sick, so maybe that's, I don't know, I'm hoping it ain't, but maybe that's what's going to happen. So as well as the pain, and the other morning I woke up and I felt so sick, but I went to the toilet, I was retching, but I wasn't being sick, but the stomach, yeah, there's no words. Anyway, do you know what I'm going to do today? I'm going to do my 1,227 thanks to blow your socks off. Who was it who said, what was the song? Someone said to me, sing Casey in the Sunshine Band, one of my subscribers. The only one I think I really know is, babe, I love you so, and I want you to know that I'm gonna miss your love. Is that the right words? The minute you walk out that door, please don't go. Don't go. Don't go away. please don't go. That's really low, you know. Don't go, begging you to stay. Yeah, I'll give you a bit. I don't think that was the song you asked for, though, to be honest with you. But I know that is Casey and the Sunshine Band. And then someone else, they love Tainted Love. I used to sing Tainted Love. I sing it all right. Do you know what I mean? But anyway. Anyone watching Big Brother? Do you know what? I want to say some things, but I can't. I maybe will at some point. Anyway, I'm going to read you a couple of these. So it's time for my 1,227 facts to blow your socks off. Oh, yes, it is. You ready? In Bali, dragonflies are eaten with coconut milk, ginger, garlic, shallots, or just plain grilled and crispy. Beautiful. Salvador Dali. Now, Callie's got a Salvador Dali perfume and it smells lush. Salvador Dali was terrified of grasshoppers, makes two of us, Salvador. I'm not terrified, but you like grasshoppers when they jump like that, and crickets and that. I'm like, ooh. As a schoolboy, he threw such violent fits by hysteria that his teacher forbade him to be mentioned in class. I mean, I think Salvador took it a bit over the top, to be honest. Callie, like my daughter Callie, but it's spelled Kali. Kali is the Hindu goddess of death, violence, sexuality and motherly love. I never knew that. But I do know in Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, they say Kalimar Shakti Day. Kalimar Shakti Day. I know, I used to watch it every day. I know every word, all right? Indiana Jones and Temple of Doom. Indiana Jones, Raiders of the Lost Ark. I know all the words to it. E.T. I can't watch E.T. though. I just cry. I mean, I can't even cry because of my emotions, you know. My emotions are, you know, what the pills do to me. Clomipramine. But the end of E.T. If you don't cry, you're not human, you're not. What else have I cried at, really? That's it, really. A lot, mostly the E.T. But I used to watch Snow White, The Seven Dwarfs, Sleeping Beauty. I know you, I walked with you once upon a dream. Do you know what? You know the Snow White song? Now that I found you, hear what I have to say. One song, I have but one song. He's got such a beautiful voice, hasn't he? One song, only for you. One heart, tenderly beating, ever and dreaming, constant and true. I know, you're like, I should have been in Snow White. If you get fed up with me singing, just tell me now. Just shut up. But you know what? Oh, I love it. And anyway, sometimes I play that. It's You're Wishing, one song from Snow White. And my ex and Aurora, they love it. Obviously, my ex won't with me anymore, but I'll play it. They love that. And Betty Noyes, baby mine, don't you cry. That's from Dumbo. Oh, that part was so sad when it's being swung on the trunk. I just can't. Anyway. The name Marley means hippopotamus. Aha. If anyone says to me, you're a bit Marley, do you know what I'm going to say? How don't you dare call me hippopotamus? In Bamanakan, the main language of the country. Okay, and that was my 1,227. Blow your socks off. But I didn't. Anyway, so, remember I told you that this new shop had opened? It said yonder around the corner there. Oh, I'm just stretching my gams, my gammy knee. They said on the 24th, listen to this, yeah? On the 24th of April, they are doing a fill your bag for a tenner. So they said, bring a carrier bag, same size as this, and as much as you can get in that carrier bag, it will be only £10. Literally, £10, yeah? You can fit it to the top. Can you imagine? The queue is going to be literally down the road. Oh, my itch. Anyway, so I've gone in there today, and I'll tell you a few things. But everything is just £1, £2, £3. I did tell you that before. You better have been listening, all right? So I got this for £2. Looks like a wagon wheel, doesn't it? Do you know my boobies? They look like wagon wheels. Not as big as this, of course. Cool. Imagine having wagon wheels that big. But anyway, I got this because I thought it's really good. It's the magnifying mirror. Good blimey, maybe not. I look as rough as arse. My makeup looks good though in this mirror. Oh, no, I've changed my mind. I look fabulous. Oh, God, you're beautiful, I tell you. Anyways, I've got this big mirror, look. Oh, it's a bit dusty, isn't it? It needs a good old clean. Don't worry. I'm the queen of clean. Queen of clean. Oh my God, I forgot to tell you lot. I'm going to have to tell you in my next video. Oh my God, right. Oh no, I need to write this down so I can tell you. Next video, I need to tell you about my psychic night. Psychic night. I had a really long reading. Psychic night. Also, then I've got to do a video for Zachary. He does reactions of different people and he reacts to me and he wants to see me eat a sponge. So I'm afraid to say in one of the next few videos, you will see me eating a sponge. And also, I need to do the, not the Jolene giveaway, I'm writing this down. The Dolly Parton perfume giveaway. Dolly Parton giveaway. Yeah, I've had to write that all down because if I don't, I'll forget. Right, anyway, so I got that. And that was £2. And then I got these. I thought they were so beautiful. Yeah. Because you know I like my shabby. Like shabby cheeky weeky. How beautiful. They smell weird. Like not horrible, but weird. I don't know. Anyway, they're going to be washed. But aren't they lovely? Look at these plaques. What's this one say? Rose Noisetiana. Noisetiana? I don't know. It's beautiful, look. It's like a 3D. That is so beautiful. I know. I bet you're like, Lise, that is stunning. Pound. Pound. You can't go wrong for a pound, can you? Can ya? Anyway, then I've got another one. This is from Isabel, by the way. It's like an Isabel outlet. Then I've got this one. It says Borsalt Rose. Look. Thumbnail. I won't even probably use it as a thumbnail. Do it all the time. Like, thumbnail! No, don't use it. I don't use it as a thumbnail. Anyway, that was a pound. I know, it's beautiful. They are beautiful. Look. Quite heavy as well. They're like slate. Slabs, whatever. Paper love me do. You know I love you. Anyway, then I see this. Now, I don't know if it will fit me because it's got elastic. Oh, no, but you know what? I've just realised. It's got that elastic at the back where it goes like round the back of like, it will go into the crevasses, like in the crevices of my back fat. Then make me look like I'm about maybe 4 inches wide or something at the back. But you know, it is what it is. But I like it. So it was £2. Well, I'll say that until it makes me look like a big heifer. And then I won't like it. £2. There it is. Isabel Hospice. Together we care, it says on the front. Anyway, so it's a t-shirt. I love green, but I just liked it. I just thought it was really nice. Look, I think it's nice anyway. And this is the back, what I'm talking about. Look. Can you see? They're like, yeah, Lise, we can. You see, it's got this, but it might make me look like I'm a heifer from the back. I don't even know what size it is. And where is it from? It's from Zara. Look. Oh, I like you even more now. You're from Zara. Look, I'm not lying. Zara. Where does it say Zara? I just see it. Oh, there at the top. Look, Zara. Z-A-R-A. And it is a size large. Oh, okay. Well, it's not bad, is it, considering it's Zara? So I got that. And then, it's a really short, by the way. I'm going to be jib and jib. Actually, no, it's not. I've got another bag here. I told you, I'm losing the actual plot. All right. Then this one was also £2. And it's just like a not a halter neck. It's like a polo neck. But it's like a peplum. Let me tell you something, girls, right, about these peplums, yeah? This is my tip of the day. I should put it up there. Tip of the day. All right? I need a jingle. Tip of the day. Yeah, and Lisa's tip of the day today is if you've got a belly that hangs over your vag, yeah, and you're going to have a bit of as your father, you can wear nothing but a peplum top. And the peplum top covers up your gut bucket, all right? Someone told me that, okay? It wasn't me doing it. All right, Ash Father. That's my tip of the tip of the day. Ooh. Yes, it's my tip of the day. Remember that one, right? Works wonders, I tell you. You ain't got to then worry. You ain't got to worry and think they're going to see my foo part and my belly flapping. They ain't going to see nothing with that peplum on. They're going to see nothing. All right, I mean, they might hear it. Albeit they might hear it, but they won't see it. Okay. Anyway, then there's this new shop opened, yeah. And, well, my mum in Troll treated me to this. They are selling these Dolce & Gabbana toners, yeah, for £7. Focus, mate, focus. There you go, yeah, for £7. And I was really happy. I was like, oh my God, barg, yeah, barg. And then I found it on eBay, a tenner, gutted. I thought it was going to be at least 20 quid. But it's got, look, it's got the old D&G bit inside there. I might do a thumbnail of this as well. Oh no. God, I look really horrible. Anyway, so it's a toner. Yeah, a Dolce & Gabbana toner. But yes, it was only £10 on eBay. You know, I'm not happy about that. I thought I'd got a real bargain. I was saying to Cal, thank you, Moomin. She was like, I love you, Mum. I was like, I love you, and I love you more. And she said, I love you more. I said, no, because I love you more. Do you know what I mean? But yeah, but bless her, isn't it beautiful? She's a. My daughter's the best. She is. Anyway, then I see this, and you know what I said, didn't you? You know. The only thing is, now I'm the queen of clean, all right? I've got OCD, and I know all the tips and tricks. But this one, I'm not sure how I'm going to clean it, because already a few of the bits have come off. But when I see this, I could not believe it, because I know these are expensive. I've got them all over the gaff, yeah? This is, it says Rouge Allure Velvet. Look, it's a lipstick crystal ornament, yeah? Like my other one. £1.99 is all it was. And you know what I said. I said straight away, I said, I'm getting it, I am, and I did. I tell you. Yeah. Phenomenal. Yeah, so I've got that. I can't believe it was £1.99, but thinking, how am I going to clean it? Because the minute you touch these bloody things, I should know because I've got them all over the house. The diamonds, they do come off, but it's got to be cleaned, and I'm trying to think how. I suppose I could anti-back the bottom bit and then just spray, maybe go lightly over the diamonds, very lightly. Let me feel. Yeah, I suppose I could. And then just spray it with Dettol disinfectant. I could try that, I suppose. That's the first protocol. Okay. So I love that. I absolutely blood. You know what? I might even do a thumbnail with that. Oh no, I've got the thingy in the eyeball. The light. Do you see how I always pout? Like I think it makes me look better or something. What a twerp. Anyway, so that. Hey, I can keep all this. You never know when it comes in handy, eh? Go in the loft. Go for tissue paper. Do you know what I mean? I'm going to keep the tissue paper. Put that there. Anyway, then I've got this. Now, this is the thing, right? I see it. I know. You know. What did I say? That's right. That's what I said. I said, I'm getting it, I am, and I did. All right? But the problem is this. I really don't... What have they done here? Twerps. The problem is, I don't know where it's going. And Paul's going to say to me, what do you think you're doing in my house? Because you are putting on, not putting on, putting to, because he'd already told me off and he said, I don't mean to be funny, but you do keep bringing junk in here. I tell you, you nearly got uppercut, all right? I said, listen, that's what the loft is for, all right? Not that I get up there, I'll send Adrian or someone up there, you know what I mean? I said, but if I don't want it, it'll go on either good old Vintardo, or I really want to do a boot sale, but I just don't think I can do it. Hey, do you know what? I've got so many clothes. Anyone got any ideas what I can do with these clothes? I've got so many clothes that are brand new, or some that I might have been worn once. They're in the loft because I wanted to do a boot sale, but I don't know if I'm going to be able to manage a boot sale for however long you're there. So say you're there at 10 o'clock in the morning, let's just say for argument's sake, right? It starts at 10. No, you can go in at 10 and then it opens to the public at 12, but then it goes until about 3 or 4. So if you go 10, 11, 12, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 hours, there is no way I can go 6 hours without releasing the battery. There is no way, right? And if you think I'm using, it's like, do you know what? I was like, bless her. Now, for any of you that don't know this, some of you might not. I don't know if I've ever said it, but one of my favourite artists in the world is Stevie Wonder. He's just phenomenal. Nothing beats my... I do like Teddy Swim's voice as well. Rag and Bone Man, Michael McDonald. There's quite a few, and absolutely adore Steve Perry from Journey. Oh, what a voice. But Stevie is one of my... to me, he's just... You know, like I love my Tom. Well, I love my Stevie, all right? And my little Moomin troll, she said to me, Mum, and I said to her, yes, my darling. She said, is it dangerous in Hyde Park? And I said, well, I think it's dangerous everywhere, but that's my opinion. I said, but why'd you ask? She said, would you go to Hyde Park? And I said, listen, I said, I would go to Hyde Park. So I said, but I can't. I said, anyway, why are you asking? So she said to me, because Stevie Wonder's going to be playing there. I don't know where she see it or whatever. She said, I wanted to take you. And I said to her, you are the sweetest, the most kindest, most wonderfulest daughter ever. But the problem is, I said, I could only really see him if he was somewhere like O2 or something like that, because I went on that 80s thing with Lindsay and my sister last year, and I couldn't even stay to the end of that. I missed Human League. I think I got to watch one of the songs, and I was like, I just cannot do this anymore. There was Portaloos, which I could use for the Wii, but I just can't. And you can't imagine holding your toilet for that many hours, even though I've pyramided myself up. I think my body's got a bit used to them now, and I need a lot more for it to work. My friend actually said to me, maybe you just need to change your medication altogether and have a word with the doctor. So I don't know, maybe I can do that. But I don't really feel with my problems. It's like I come on here and you must all just think, oh, yeah, it looks all right. But I don't really have a quality of life. It's like even the day before I went to the KFC, I had to come home and go to the toilet. And when you have OCD as well, then the minute I use a public toilet, even though I've cleaned it, I feel so contaminated. I can't wait to get home and have a shower. So it ruins my day. It ruins everything. My toilets just ruin everything. Absolutely everything, yeah. It's like I think to myself, you know, no, it is hard to deal with my OCD. Yes, I'm in pain. I don't want to have these pains in my liver and my gallbladder and all that. But to be honest with you, you get really used to the pain. For any of you who have terminal, when I say terminal illnesses, what I mean by that is what you're really stuck with, like I am, for the foreseeable. You do get used to it. So, like, someone else would get that pain, they go, oh, but you do that. I mean, I do. Oh, say my liver's hurting. But, like, how can I put it? You kind of get used to, that becomes your normal. Do you know what I mean? Hey, can you hear my stomach? It's working its way around already. Did you hear that? Please say someone heard it. But, and I've only just been before I did this, because otherwise I have to stop it. Sometimes I'll stop it halfway through and I say, oh, I won't be a minute. And I should just say to you, I'm going to poo, but I don't. I just say, I'll be back in a minute or whatever. But, yeah. So what I was saying is, I can't do the Portaloos. I just can't. So I said to her, if he was going to be in somewhere like O2 or whatever, that would have been amazing. But honestly, my bowels and my illnesses, they give me no quality of life. I don't really think don't get me wrong, I'm not unhappy, because I look at it, like I told you the other day, there's people much worse off. Do you know what I mean? I'm not unhappy that, oh, I mean, I do cry sometimes. I mean, I cry quite a lot, to be honest. And I can't cry. It's really weird what I mean. I can cry, but where my clomipramine are doing their job, it's almost like it's almost like that. Like, it's not really any tears. Crocodile tears, maybe? No, because crocodile tears is when you are pretending. So I am crying, but I'm not crying. Do you know what I mean? Does anyone know what I mean? Does anyone do the same? Can you cry, but you're not crying? But I can cry, but I can't. Anyway, just don't mind me. I'm just talking out my arse again. But I'm not. I'm just telling you how it is, and just you probably don't understand. But anyway, I know what I'm talking about. But yeah, so bless her. But I was like, I can't do them Portaloos, my love. I just can't. Hear my stomach? Can hear someone in there coughing their guts up. But anyway, okay, let me get on to the last thing, because I've just gone, oh, Debbie Downer. I said, a Debbie. Oh, do you know what? Do you want to see my... Oh, excuse me, I got your Chief Angelica. I'm telling you where I'm itching. All right, it's only Angelica. Listen, we all itch, don't we? Does any of yous, because someone was saying they want to hear about all my health stuff, but I think I tell you that enough, don't I? But I could do a health chat and show you all my pills. Would anyone like to do that? They're like, yeah. Fantastic. Do with glue. All right. Only if you want me to, all right? If you say, Lise, I want you to, then I will. I'm going to tell you the story about me Moomin Troll when she was born. But again, I did do it once and then I deleted it because I got myself in a bit of a kerfuffle. Yeah, it wasn't... Yeah. I was doing the crying, not crying. Because that's how I look when I'm crying. But there's really not really any tears. But I feel it. But there's really not tears like that. That blocks it. It blocks it. The clomipramine blocks that. Don't get me wrong though. There has been a few times I have cried and the tears have come out. It's really weird. Sometimes the tears will come out. And other times I'll come in like... and they're like, where's your tears? So they're in my eyes. You know what I mean? Oh, if I don't laugh, I will cry. But anyway, let me show you my last item, because I've been jibber jabber and a jabber jibbering, jibber jabber and a jabber jibbering. Oh yes, I have. Oh yes, I have. I've got so much to show you, and I've got some stuff that's come from Vinted. Banging, banging. All right. Let me just put this bit of tissue paper away. I'm gonna try and get me Moomin in the next video. So how much did I spend today? Not a lot. Yeah. When you think like it's a 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13. That's like £13 for everything. That's ludicrosity, isn't it? Anyway, this is the last thing I got. So it is gorgeous. This is one Mahusif lamp. Look at that. I mean, obviously, yes, it's filth, it needs cleaning. It's $4.99. Can you see that or not? Focus! You have to take my word for it if it won't focus. There you go, $4.99. Look at it, isn't it gorgeous? Shall I plug it in? See what it looks like. Plug it in. I said I plug it in. 1 minute, I'm just sorting out the leaves. Okay. Anyway, how you been? They're like, yeah, you asked us now, Lisa. It's all about you, isn't it? All about you, Lisa. All about you. Oh, 1 minute, I can't get it unknotted. Look, it's lit up. Bit dusty in there. Hello. It's got echo as well. Look at this now. I've got to repair it. Look, it's all... God, I'm fed up. I'm picking the battery, I told you. Yeah, so that's that. That's that lit up. It is lit, all right? Which means it's looking really good, you know what I mean? I'm happy with that. Although I ain't very happy with the bowl, but I like a nice white, like really, this is warm, isn't it? The colour is warm. No, I don't like warm. I like it bright white. Bright white, bright lights. I've turned it off anyway. Anyway, this is me all, loves. This is me all. So remember, I did write it down. I've got a few hauls coming up. I'm gonna, in my next video, I think I might do, I'm gonna write down so I know. My next video, I am gonna do this. I'm gonna talk about what happened at the psychic night, and I'm gonna do me vintage. Right, so I'm writing this all down so I know what's going on. Then after that, I've texted Zachary, and if he wants me to do me in my sponge, then that will be the next video. But I might do that with the Oriflame. I've got a couple of Oriflame bits. I'm just writing this down. This is my schedule. All right, and then the third video, so it's a bit longer than I had anticipated, will be the Dolly Parton giveaway, and I might just chuck a sheen or something in there, or just some maybe perfumes or whatever. So that's the next 3 videos. Okay, as I say, I know my videos have been a bit sparse. I'm sorry about that, but obviously, I mean, someone did say to me, if you are feeling like on a day where you feel okay, like today, so I don't feel okay, but I can manage it, then they're like, you should just do it back to back, which I have done that before, haven't I? But I'm running out of the old storage on the old dog and bone, so it's a little bit older, you know. But anyway, it don't matter. Listen, I hope you all Scottish One's back. I hope you all have a fabulous weekend, whatever you're up to. If this is the kind of thing you like, please subscribe to my channel. It is free. Give me a thumbs up. Hit your notification bell. Drop some comments down below. And I love you all very much. And I shall see you, all of you, all right, in my next video. Ciao.